My question to you, Hemi, is what would it take for you to become a furry?
Like a full-time furry or like a part-time furry?
The Ponder Freak Podcast. I don't know.
What is up, Ponder Freak Nation? Welcome to another episode of the Ponder Freak Podcast, a podcast that thinks too deeply into hypotheticals, real scenarios, and random questions. I'm your host, Stephen Kelley, and here along with me is...
Hemi! That's right, folks. We did it again, flawlessly. We're really good at the beginnings now. Pretty much professionals. So it's almost as if we've been doing this for years.
Well, technically, we kind of have. Like, every time we would show up at a club or whatever, I'd be like, Stephen Kelley here, and along with me.
And then I'd zoom on in and go, Hemi! And
Right.
everyone would be like, all right, you guys are the life of the party, and life was great.
Yep.
That's how I remember it.
And then we'd sit by ourselves in the corner.
Yep. Well, that's the best thing to do. You don't want to impose on anybody's night. You don't want to be a burden.
Okay, fair enough.
You don't want to make it bad. So you just want to kind of keep yourself away so you don't ruin anything.
That's, all right, moving on. I'm sure you've noticed by now that the Ponder Freak Podcast is a featured podcast on Podcast Republic. You can listen on either Podcast Republic's website or the Podcast Republic Android app. Go to the Google Play Store and download the Podcast Republic app. It is a fantastic app that allows you to get all your favorite podcasts directly on your Android devices. Make sure to set Ponder Freak as a favorite. We'd appreciate it so you don't miss any new episodes. Again, the app is Podcast Republic, available on your Android device. Are you ready for today's episode?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. This is going to be a sex episode. The sexy sex.
Woo!
Yeah. Get ready.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is going to get romantic.
I'm only going to talk in this voice for the rest of the episode.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I felt a tingle. We need to keep going.
That's right.
That's right.
That means it works.
Men, women. I almost said children. Not children. Inappropriate.
Whoa!
Disclaimer.
That's our word for the day.
We gotta shut it down.
Oh, weird.
All right.
All right.
Let's You just had the most amazing date. She's beautiful, she's exotic, she's everything you want in a woman. Beautiful tight dress, everything that you like, she's got going on, right? And you head back to your place, turn down the lights, turn on a little music, and things start to get a little steamy. You get going, clothes start to fall off. It's gonna happen. You're like, wow, I can't believe this is happening. Such a beautiful woman. And as you begin to make love or have sex, depending how you feel about the person afterwards, she begins to moan. And she goes, ooh-wee! Ooh-wee! And you pause and wonder what the fuck is going on. What do you do?
Well, I'm a big Rick and Morty fan, so at this point, I think I'm actually fucking her poopy butthole. I didn't want to call it Mr. Poopy Butthole because it's gross to me. So I would just say...
No, a poopy butthole isn't just gross by itself, if we're thinking about it.
What? Butt fucking? Nah. It's just a big poopy area. It's just another hole, right?
Right.
That's all it is.
Where decomposed shit comes out of. That's fine.
Maybe yours. Mine comes out in saran wrap.
Oh, very nice. Very efficient.
Yeah.
Nicely done. It's a Cleveland steamer without the effort.
I like to make sure that I eat healthy, and in doing so, I have a very well-run factory that saran wraps my poops before they come out. It is spotless in my body.
All right, we are distracted by poops.
Fair enough.
Let's go back to this very odd moaning that she does.
All right, so a few things would happen. One thing that would happen is laughter instantly.
Okay.
First thing, I'm laughing because it's funny. Second thing, she just had an orgasm, so she can't be too mad that I'm laughing because...
Oh, I would just say this is general moaning. There's just going to be different variations of it. I would not say completion at this point.
Okay. See, I was thinking it was completion. All right, can
No.
you do the noise again? This is just a standard, regular noise. Can you go ahead and do that again, please?
The standard regular?
Yeah.
That felt weird for me to do. I want it to have kind of like a bah, like a little bit of goat in the end. I want that animalistic feel too.
So you wanted to be like a...
Yes, there you go.
Yeah, like you want to...
Yeah.
Yeah.
This sound, I want it to be loud enough to where it actually hurts you a little bit.
What? You want her to have like supersonic...
She's loud enough with this sound that you literally have to wince because of the decibel range she is achieving.
So she's like a banshee of sorts?
Not that bad.
Is that what you're getting at?
Let's say there's almost like a dog whistle effect. Like there's an extra tone in there that you can't quite place, but it hurts.
That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, keep adding on all the good stuff. And then what's the question? Do I want this or not?
Well,
is that the question?
What's your reaction? Obviously, the first thing was laughter, which is funny because it's clear that she's into it. This is her secret sound that only comes out during this time, and she's trusted you with this sound, and you just start. What is this?
Yeah, I'm laughing.
Yeah.
But now when you introduce, it also kind of hurts when she makes the noise. Sonically, hurts my ears. Then I'm going to say, ow, you demon bitch. What are you doing?
Yeah, what is okay.
Because that's weird. I mean, right?
You'd ask questions.
Yeah. I don't think anyone's ever been loud to the point I've been like, holy shit, my ears hurt really bad. Unless they've yelled directly in my ear, in which case then I would feel that way.
Okay.
But if someone's making a moan, oof.
All right, we'll play this out.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just a sound I make when I'm really into someone. Is it okay that it keeps happening?
Oh, she's asking me that?
Yeah, she's like, it really, it gets her off. That's her thing. She makes this sound when she has sex. She's like,
I understand if you don't want me to. I could just be quiet.
No, I mean, you don't want to stop people from having a good time. You don't want to stop people from having fun.
She should do it, but maybe there's a way to make it cool. I don't know a way to make it okay. That noise is a complicated noise.
it is.
To have to put up with.
What if you put in earplugs?
Often. Yeah, I can do that. I can do earplugs. But does she want that? Does she want me to have to wear earplugs?
I'm going to go ahead.
Is she okay with that?
I think she's going to be offended. I would dare to say, like, what?
She'd be offended.
Yeah, because she's interacting with you. This is her inner beast communicating with you, trying to show she's into it. She's having a good time. This is how her body communicates.
Yeah. Well, I think if you're trying to be in a relationship with her, you're just going to have to try to stick it out and see if it'll work.
Stick it out.
For a while, right? Yeah, I mean, you will.
Yeah.
See if it'll work. See if you could be like, oh, okay, I can kind of get into this. Maybe we can, I don't know. Maybe I'll find a way to be attracted to this ear-piercing noise that hurts.
Maybe I could find a way.
When it's made.
There could be some sort of training. You could be like, hey, I need to hire some people to scratch their nails across chalkboards. I need to get used to it. I need to get used to these worse sounds in society.
Yeah, I think ultimately it depends. If love may be involved or not.
Yeah. So let's say
Yeah.
this is kind of just a one night stand. She's already on board with it. You're already on board with it. You understand each other. What if this is a one night stand?
Oh, and I just know she's going to make these noises for one night?
Well, yeah. Basically, you hear them and you're like, well, this is for one night. Do you just keep going then? Also?
Yeah.
I almost want to hear a female's perspective on this because I have a feeling, because women, I feel, react a little bit more to stuff like that, a little more communication. So if a dude is, I have a feeling she's going to be like, okay, I can't. All right, see you later.
Well,
Even if there was a chance at love.
fair enough. I think really it would be more for the story for me, just to be like,
Hey, guys, this is hilarious. She made this noise. And then we talked about it. She was like,
You can leave if you want.
and I was like, no. You're not getting away that easy. I'm going to hear this noise. I'm going to hear this ear-piercing noise. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. What are you talking about?
Okay, so this is a life journey thing you want to complete.
you might as well complete because it's there. How many times have you ever heard about somebody having an ear-piercing moan?
Okay, that's fair.
Never. Imagine the stories. So if anybody, male or female, is like, oh, I just wouldn't do it. No, my standards are too high. Well, that's fine, but you're missing out on some stories.
Well,
You tell stories that could have been, whereas somebody else may tell stories of what happened.
there you go. That's a good point. So with that being said, would there be any temptation to try to record it?
What? Yeah.
Yeah?
Are you serious? Steven, if you had a goose that laid golden eggs, would you want to film it, or would you just want to keep the golden eggs to yourself?
I mean, are you showing this to people, or is this purely, your gift? Just something you could look back when you're 80 and be like, yeah, I was there during the great sound fucking.
I guess that ultimately depends. I mean, I would presume she knows you're filming, so maybe she'd be down. Maybe she'd say, yeah, show the world.
Okay, let's not get creepy. Yeah, she would know. You could be, well, I don't know. If she says, no, don't do that, and you're like, no, I need to capture this sound.
Well, I'm not going to do that. If she says
good.
don't film, I'm not filming.
Good.
Yeah, that's weird.
I'm like, no, I'm a scientist at this point. This is for research.
Yeah, we're not going down that road. Hey, this is a hypothetical show, but we're not going to get weird here.
Yeah.
No, but what I'm saying, yeah, if she's cool with it being filmed or whatever, then it would just depend on, if she's cool with it going out for the world to see or not. And if not, then it doesn't. If so, then it does.
Yeah.
If you want it to, of course.
Well, I mean, you could do kind of like one of those, like when people submit stuff to porn, they block out the faces and just show some of the parts, and you would hear the audio.
Very true. You could do a lot of editing.
It would be interesting to see how the world reacts, because she's going to be extremely attractive.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling dudes would be like, just like the first comment on Pornhub is going to say, turn off audio, worth it.
That's hilarious. And probably pretty accurate.
Yeah. Because she's going to be stunning in this scenario. Okay, so we keep going, and that's basically it. If she's into recording for research, why not?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, let's keep going.
All right.
So I don't know how to approach this. I think I'll just go direct with it. I don't think there needs to be really a story. But we're going to talk about furries for a second.
Furries?
Yeah, furries. The people that wear the suits. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I'm familiar. But are the listeners familiar, Steven? That's the question.
I check out a few forums occasionally.
I am aware of the furry
Yes.
nation.
Okay.
What's
These are the people that wear the mascot type outfits and play out fantasies in said outfits, which has to smell absolutely horrendous. My question to you, Hemi, is What would it take for you to become a furry?
Like a full-time furry or like a part-time furry?
Sure, let's go life change. Let's go like this is considered an evolution in Hemi history, and this is part of you now.
Oh man. Now just explain. I'm familiar with what it is, but I don't know the extent of it. Do they wear that shit out?
Yeah, you go to conventions and stuff. I mean, you're not going to wear it all the time, obviously. It's I from what I understand, and people please correct me if I'm wrong, it's more of a sexual thing. So you dress up as a bull, you kind of act out being a bull while you bang a female dressed as a cat or another dude dressed as a cow, whatever you're into.
So
while wearing these really thick outfits that don't allow you to breathe.
Yo, am I wrong? Was the name of that show The Wuzzles, where they had like lion bear and stuff like that?
Those are the
You know what I'm talking about?
What?
No, do you know what I'm talking about? The kid show. It was like a kid show. I think it was called The Wuzzles.
I kind of remember it.
Okay. If it was in fact called The Wuzzles, that was the thing I thought of when you said you're a bull and she's a cat. What are you doing? What are you trying to make here? It's just funny.
Yeah.
Man, how much would it take for me to do that? And that's like the thing? That's the only thing you're into then?
Yeah, would like the love of your life, would she have to be into it and like talk you into it? Is there a sum of money? Like what would...
Well, if I'm with someone, obviously, I would want them to be into whatever I'm into or whatever.
Sure. Well, I mean, in the sense of the love of your life is like, hey, I'm actually into this. I never brought it up to you. Would you make the switch into that
I would
fetish?
for sure. I would for sure try it. I mean, if the person I'm with... Okay. If the person I'm with wants to do it, why not? Right?
Right.
What are you doing? Just making assumptions? What if it's fire? It might be. Who knows? Dressing up like a wild beast. Oh boy. Yeah, no, I would definitely try it.
Good. So you're open-minded, at least with the love of your life. What I find interesting is the covering of the face, right? Like, you're a completely different persona as a furry, which is very interesting. So there is some appeal there. And it's like those old school orgies where people wore masks.
Right.
You're like, I'm going to go, like, I have money. I'm going to go meet this group I meet once a month. And we're just going to get really weird and get all of that weird shit out and then go back to being really proper for another month.
Get all of that really weird shit out.
It's what they do.
That's funny.
See, anyone that's extremely proper, I'm like, okay, like, where's the secret orgy? Like, where do you put the real, like, your regular energy that you're not using right now? Where does it go?
Yeah.
Where's your furry outfit? Like, what are you doing? I know it's there.
If you were to be a furry, what animal would you be?
Okay. That's a good question. See, I want to be fair, right? Because I don't want to cover up my persona completely. So maybe like a hippo.
The funniest part about that is that hippos are not furry. That's not like you just chose.
That's true. I did.
What are you gonna do? You're just
gonna
paint yourself gray? Are you just gonna paint yourself gray and just sit there with bare feet?
They have a little hair, but yes, you're right. As far as the system goes, I guess okay. So I guess that's where
they're not the furriest of animals.
I guess it has to be a furry animal?
I
never even thought about it. I thought it could be any animal.
Well, I mean, I guess, but that's funny. You'd be the one hippopotamus at the furry conventions.
Hey guys, I'm the hippo.
You would, in the furry of the 100-acre woods, you would be the Eeyore.
Yeah,
definitively.
See? Well, Eeyore is a donkey. Thanks.
No, I know, but you would be that in the 100-acre woods as a hippo of the furry nation.
I already got a line that will get the lady furries. I already got one. So
What's that?
If they have a cigarette and they're trying to light up, I'm like, hey, I'm the hippo with the Zippo.
Oh my god.
Yeah, right? That's solid.
Oh man, the hippo with the Zippo. Oh my goodness. Somebody get this man a blowjob right now. Get this man a blow. Did you hear that? Do you hear these lines?
I can only imagine, like, I hope a series of furries hear this and they're like, wow, that is truly unattractive. That is the most, a hippo with this. We're done. We're done. I actually don't want to be a furry anymore after hearing this.
I'm sure.
Thank you for taking away a joy.
Well, they probably thought it when you mentioned that hippo would be what you would choose. They thought that.
They're like, he doesn't know the lifestyle.
I don't think that's how it works.
Okay, so I need to be a hairy creature. Fine.
What is the hippo? Is that your spirit animal? Is that what you were telling me?
Okay. All right. I just chose hippo because lazy, floats in water. They actually can move decently fast when they need to. And I was like, that's kind of me. You know, chill.
You identify as a hippo.
Until that one situation happens where I'm like needed and I can make a move. It's kind of cool you could bite people in half. Not that that's my thing.
If I need to.
I have a hidden fierceness, Hemi, that's just waiting, floating very lazily in the water.
It's your inner Beyonce. Let it out.
Queen hippo, bitch. Let's do it.
You have a fierceness inside.
All right. So what animal would you be? Captain knows everything that's furries.
Well, first of all, you still have to pick your furry animal that you would choose.
Okay.
But since we've already heard from you, I will go and then you can tell me yours. Okay. I think I would pick the lion, of course, Steven.
Kind of ironic, but I get it.
Why is it ironic?
I mean,
I'm prideful.
They're known for really big manes, lots of hair.
You say ironic, but the beard, my friend. The beard.
Okay. So you just need to flip that around.
Now I did get it trimmed up recently, but it's still my mane.
It's still your mane. Okay, I get it. So the persona's there. Got it. All right, I see the connection.
Yeah.
A lion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, king of the jungle, really awesome guy, cool dude.
Do dentists hunt you for fun?
Do dentists hunt me for fun?
I had to do it. I'm sorry.
I hate you. No.
No.
Not me.
Not me, because I'm a furry.
Not me.
Guys.
Yeah, I don't get hunted. I am the hunter.
Oh, king of the jungle. Yeah, you went right for it.
On the prowl. You see why it works? But you were like, I'm the hippo. I float in water.
Yeah. Lazily. With my ears that kind of twitch.
Lazily.
You can only see my eyes.
A sexy hippo. A sexy hippo is great.
Yeah.
Well, they tried to go with the sexy hippo in Madagascar, didn't they?
Done. Jada Pinkett Smith loved it.
Yeah.
She had curves.
Yeah, that hippo had some curves.
She knew what she was doing. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So, all right. When you see a guy driving down the street, giant ass pickup, he has truck nuts, those metal nuts kind of hanging from the back, loud horn, big giant flags. What is your first thought?
He drinks beer.
You in a polite way. A lot of people would say he's probably compensating for something.
Oh, I didn't really. I don't know. Just thought beer.
No. Oh, good. You're fair to humanity. Not that I was judging all dudes with vehicles like that. I'm sure you have a giant cock. But anyways.
Sure, your dick is huge.
That's kind of the thing. When you said lion, like king of the jungle walking in, I'm like, what is this furry compensating for?
Oh, yeah, no, totally. But you want to be that, right?
Does his wife smack him around at home? Am I missing something?
Yes.
And then he's like, well, I'm king over here.
In the land of the furries. When I put on my mask, I get to be whoever I want to be.
We need to get a furry on the show now. I want to be like, what are stereotypes in your world?
Oh, yeah, you see a bull? Watch out, because you're going to get the horns. You don't want that.
I bet they have like a whole secret code that's just like beautiful and weird, which is what the show is about.
Oh man, that's remarkable. Yeah, let's do it. Let's any listeners who partake in furry activities, feel free to hit us up, and we'll get you on the show. Figure this whole thing out.
I'm gonna get online like, who's a furry?
Right.
I need a furry friend.
You never said which furry would you be, good sir.
Oh, okay. If I was actually a creature with hair, I would go sea otter.
I knew it. I was thinking woodchuck. I knew you were going to say some shit like that. I knew it wasn't going to be anything like a
sea otter's
fox
quite
or
different.
a wolf or a coyote or a bear. You're like, nah, I'm going to be a fucking sea otter.
Otters could juggle,
What an asshole.
and they get into trouble, which is perfect.
That's fair.
And I still found a way. They sleep on water. It's like having a waterbed all the time. I still found a way to be lazy.
I think they have sex a lot too. I think otters are constantly fucking. I think.
Ah, well, that's not accurate. I need to switch that up. What animal? What? Oh well.
You're a furry. The whole point is to go in, right?
Right.
What's up?
Okay. Well, there you go. All right, that works. If
Yeah.
I'm in that crowd trying to
Be that.
show, I mean, I feel like I'd be the first sea otter there.
Yeah.
And I hope a furry comes out like, no. I've been a sea otter for 10 years. Like, I'm that guy. You're not that guy.
I would love to hear the sea otter perspective. So, if anyone has been a sea otter for 10 years, also contact us. Get on the show. I'd like to hear about it.
You know what's adorable? Sea otters, when they sleep on water, they hold hands so they don't drift apart.
See, that is just nice. It's simple. It's nice.
And if I'm a furry, that's what I want. I want to build a connection. I want to float with you.
Yeah.
Will you float with me?
Oh my God. There it is. You know, Steven, with lines like that, and I'm the hippo with the zippo, I think you're gonna steal some hearts.
Some animal hearts.
Yep.
Oh, man. Good times. Yeah, we'll find a furry.
Yeah.
Don't you worry. It's
Yeah.
become a mission.
Yeah, they'll find us.
All right. Any other thoughts on that?
Nah, I
No.
think we covered it.
Oh, they're completely covered, so that's perfect.
Brumch.
Ba-doom. All right. This is going to be kind of a breakdown of a Seinfeld episode.
All right.
So, George Costanza is with a lady, and he's having relations with said lady. And I don't remember the episode exactly, but he's like,
I'm always starving.
and then he finally just takes that chance, and he has a sandwich while doing stuff with her.
I like it.
Obviously, in the show, she finds out, like, because he keeps, like, they're under the covers, but then he kind of creeps out from under the covers and takes a bite of the sandwich, then goes back. And he's like,
Like, this is just great.
He's like,
I'm combining things I love, and it's the best sex I've ever had.
was kind of the running joke in the show. So, and like I said, she got mad. How do you, with any partners you've been with, Hemi, how do you think a sandwich would go if you just got out a sandwich and started eating it?
I think laughter would ensue.
Just because it's funny because he pulled the sandwich out from under the bed. So there was just a weird amount of planning.
It's really funny.
Yeah.
Conceptually, it's really funny.
And it wasn't like a peanut butter and jelly. I'm talking, we had layers. There was meats, cheeses, lettuce, tomato. Like, this was prepped. This is a legit sandwich he's taking a bite out of.
That's amazing. I feel like we should test this.
Okay.
I feel like we should do this.
Okay. All right. Well,
and then report back what happened.
My concern is making the sandwich and putting it under the bed, and then our schedule's not lining up, and then a month later I have a green sandwich that I'm sitting there trying to eat that's basically penicillin.
That's fair. My concern was my dog's eating the sandwich under the bed.
Okay, that is also true. That is quite true.
Yeah, those were my concerns. So I don't know how to get past it.
I think your partner would get mad. But if like you said, I think if you took a bite and started laughing,
it's funny. Yes.
I think the other person would be like, okay, we're joking around here.
It's funny. What are you talking about? What is this the last time we'd ever have sex? What are you talking? What are you mad about? What are you doing? We're never going to do this again?
Let's try a little experiment here because we kind of have an idea. How would you convince your significant other that you want to introduce eating sandwiches into your sex life? You find it attractive. It's sexy. It's kind of your fetish. How would you go about convincing someone that you want to introduce sandwiches? And I can't do this with a straight face. Introduce sandwiches into the bedroom.
This is easy. All right. Yeah. I would basically do it while we're eating. We would be eating, and I would be like, man, this food is so good.
Okay.
Do you know what would be good with this food right now? Maybe a bit of a blowy J. Maybe we start with a blowy J, and maybe we move to some other things. And whilst all this is happening, I will continue to eat.
Okay.
And then I will say, this is amazing. Have you ever done this? And then I would make her eat while I go down on her. And then it just goes from there, Steven. Oh my God, it's a smorgasbord of love. This is communication. This is openness. This is greatness.
Did you get the cracked pepper ham? Did you get it?
You got everything.
Oh, the cold cuts. Oh.
And the hot cuts.
I could smell the salami sweating through your pores.
And slapping on the booty cheeks.
with the meat. So, okay, I think that's actually pretty brilliant because you kind of have that thing already like, oh, he's watching TV or he's gaming. Let me please him while he's having fun doing his thing. And vice versa.
Yeah.
And
well, that's the point, though. The point is to have fun, right?
All the senses. Yes, and have fun, too.
Yeah.
So it's not always just romantic, heavy. Sometimes it's just pleasing each other, right? And I think what you did there is actually pretty brilliant. Like, I'm enjoying this sandwich. Like, why don't we just, have a little fun, too?
Yep.
I'll keep eating the sandwich and you... I don't know.
But it's honest too, because that's what you want.
Now, here's a funny problem that would pop up. So let's say you're pleasing your significant other and he or she is eating said sandwich and they moan and you're like, was that me or the sandwich? Like, am I a little jealous of a sandwich right now?
That's funny. I think being jealous in that situation is the wrong move. I think the right move is to know that they're happy and that's the point. That's why you're there.
Yep.
Yeah, totally.
But overthinking happens, and that's where
if you're jealous of a sandwich, that's really funny though. That's really funny.
And then of course you could bring in like if that starts to become your thing, you can be like, "What's on the menu tonight, sweetheart?"
Oh my God. All this various sandwiches.
Well, I got a little roast beef.
Ooh, roast beef. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I was thinking, what's the shit with the fucking, what do you, like the French dip? Ooh, those are fire, right?
The anjou
Oh
sauce.
my God, bro. What? With the fucking, the ill fucking like Swiss cheese or whatever. Ooh.
Okay, so I feel I accidentally caused something. I feel sorry for everyone.
Man, you just started a new fetish. Oh my God, I'm about to eat so many sandwiches tonight.
By myself.
By myself.
While pleasing myself. So there you go.
Yeah.
That's a good introduction.
What? An introduction?
Hi, my name is Blank. and I eat sandwiches whilst masturbating. And I enjoy it.
Yeah.
What's your name?
That's the introduction? What?
No, not an introduction to the fetish. Not you at a job interview.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
I don't think we can hire you as a chef. I don't think it's gonna work. I think you're around too much of what turns you on.
Yeah. That is gross.
That's gross.
Yes, gross. I would hope you can still handle yourself in public, though you're intrigued by food.
No, it's gone too far now. We've done it too many
Oh,
times
no.
with the sandwich in my mouth. So now every time, like Subway is just a porn shop to me. Give me that 6-incher
Oh, no.
right now. Ooh, let's make it a 12-inch.
Oh my God. Well, there it is. There it is, folks. For $5,
No, don't do it.
you can get this foot long.
Okay.
He said, don't do it. Don't do it.
We've done it.
And I legit mean sandwich because that's what it was about. And you
you
guys
go.
are gross for thinking that we're insinuating anything other than the sort.
Exactly. How dare you?
How dare you?
All right. Thank you so much for listening to our show. It truly means a lot. Find us wherever you find your favorite podcast and check us out on social media. Just search Ponder Freak. We can't wait to hear from you. Till next time.